Hi everyone, Dominic Esposito, your drill instructor. Welcome to another night of the clinic. And this is going to be a little bit of a continuation of what happened last week with a more clear visual explanation. Some people got a little bit lost with the flipping pad of paper. Some of you didn't. Some of you had a little bit of difficulty watching the expression of the balls rolling. You thought the piece of paper was easier. I'm going to try to balance it a little bit better this time and do this rather quickly for you. As I explained to you, the table has 10 speed zones. 9 of them are for general play, and starting from 10 speed and above is predominantly your braking speed. So with the cue ball just a half a diamond off the rail, every half table represents a speed zone. So as you go through the table each time like this, you have a 1, 2, a 3, a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. An 8 speed is twice up and down the table, 9 and a 10. And at 10 speed, you're at 19 miles an hour. You shouldn't use your playing cue. You should definitely use a brake cue at that point. From a 9 speed and below, your playing cue can more than handle it. As I demonstrate a 4-speed shot stroke, this is the same speed that you're going to use to lag the ball to win the break. Ball moves up the table, comes back down the table, and as you can see, each zone it was going to, from here was going to a 1, a 2, a 3, and to a 4. And as long as you're within 1 diamond range going in and coming out, then you are within that speed zone. At the middle of the table, you have a 2 diamond range, so the ball comes in and exits, and whichever side it's entering and exiting from, you have a 2 diamond range, as well as you have that going here. So using a 4-speed shot stroke, we're going to repeat the example differently from last week so you understand. Based on this table layout, I'm going to show you what happens with making cue ball speed and position control. From here is the starting point. I need to pocket the 5 ball into the side pocket and then make perfect position to shoot the 8 ball in the corner pocket. In order to accomplish this, I'm going to use a 4-speed shot stroke. Starting from a 4-speed, when I hit the object ball with a half, that's the equivalent of taking 2 away from my 4. Then that's only going to leave 2. Well, I used 1 speed to get all the way up to the ball, and now I'm going to use 1 speed zone to get all the way up to the 8 ball. So between this here is 1, 2, and the cue ball hit the object ball with a half ball hit, so the object ball just absorbed half the cue ball speed. That was the other half of my 4-speed. So with a 4-speed shot stroke, 2 of the speeds will be absorbed by the object ball, and the other 2 will be used by the cue ball to go 1, 2. And that was the review of understanding how cue ball speed control, position control, and the transfer of energy from the cue ball into the object ball works. If I use that same 4-speed shot stroke, and now I need to make position to get to this 9 ball. And I'm going to make a quarter ball hit on this 1 ball. So let's count the distance. So from here, basically this is a 1-speed, back up is a 2-speed, to come up to here is a 3-speed, and the cue ball is going to take a quarter, so I need to add a quarter, that's a 4. So with a 4-speed shot stroke, 1 speed is going into the object ball, the remaining 3 will remain on the table with the cue ball. And here they come. 1, 2, 3. Let's see how that looks. Okay, there's my 4-speed shot stroke. I like that. Now I'm going to let it go. And here it comes. And that is a 4-speed shot stroke. And I could practice that just very simply by taking the same 4-speed shot stroke, bring the cue ball up here, and there's my pre-stroke. I could tell just by looking at it that's going to be a 4-speed shot stroke. And that's going to be enough to make that cue ball come down. And that's actually the feel of the exact same amount of speed that I just hit that quarter ball hit with from here. And I went 1, 2, 3, but the ball absorbed a quarter, which made 4. That's the same 4-speed shot stroke, practicing it, and then applying it to the shot. And I'm basically here within the same range of 1, 2, 3, and the object ball ate up the 4th. Usually the most important speed you're looking for is from that shot to make perfect shape on the next shot. So look at the amount of distance the cue ball will be traveling and consider that in terms of half table increments. How much speed would it take to cover that much territory? Then with that speed plus the percentage of the contact on the object ball, a half ball, a quarter ball, a third ball, an eighth ball, whatever it may be, that amount of energy is going to be transferred into that object ball, and the remaining energy is what the cue ball will travel. And until then, remember to aim straight, shoot straight, split the pockets, because that's the drill instructor way. And I'll look forward to seeing you next week with a brand new show.